Bonjour, everybody. Hi, this is Neshi Lokatz. Welcome to Star Nations. Star Nations everything. Actually, this afternoon, I'm coming to you for the Star Nations magazine, which was just published yesterday, December 10th. And I thought, you might like to see a little bit about the magazine. I have to say that the December issue is really beautiful, both inside and outside. And I know I am kind of partial to all this because, it's a lot of collaborative work with a lot of really wonderful people. And for those people who don't know me, I'm Neshi Lokatz. I'm one of the co-founders of Star Nations organization, and I'm also the executive editor for the magazine. And so I wanted to share with you about the magazine because we have some really wonderful articles in it for you. In fact, I'm going to show you the cover. The cover, I'm going to see if I can do this. There we go. I'm going to give it its solo in just a second. This cover is, when we were searching for a cover for the magazine, I tried Christmas, I tried Hanukkah, I tried Kwanzaa, I tried stars, the astronomy pictures, and it just didn't click. And I came across this one, and to me, it talks about the winter solstice and the returning of the light, right? And it's beautiful. So I'm going to give the cover its own solo. And this is the December issue 55. And I love the cover. I really do. I love that blue sky and how the sun is coming up through that the pine tree. And yeah, it's just, to me, it talks about the winter solstice here up in the northern hemisphere, right? All right. So the magazine itself, we just published yesterday. And publishing day for me is always very exciting. Very exciting because, it takes us, about not quite a month to really put together the magazine for the coming month. And so even though we're still working on the, let's say, the December issue, I've already started working on the January issue, right? So when publication day rolls around, it's very exciting because it's a culmination of everybody's collaborative work coming together into, I think, a very beautiful presentation for you, our readers. And I want to tell you a little bit about the highlighted articles, the articles that appear on the cover, okay, the titles. And I'm going to see if we can do this. There we go. This is an article by one of our very brand new contributing writers. Her name is Brandeline Johnson. And Brandeline started picked up the business section for us. And this is her very first article for us in Star Nations magazine. And so this is her introduction of herself to you. And so she's telling about her personal story. I'm going to give her her article a solo here. So Brandeline has a lot of business experience, especially marketing and social media marketing. She also worked in the real estate field as a marketer. And Elm Publishing, who is our partners in the layout and the design of almost all of the ads, also designed Brandeline's header up there, her masthead. And Brandeline is very connected to the medicine or the spirit of the dragonfly. And so we wanted to make sure that we incorporated that in her column. And her column is called The Spiritual Art of Business. And I hope you enjoy her very first article to you guys. And she's sharing a part of how she got to be where she's at and how she moved from a very dry, warm state to a very cold and snowy state of Michigan. So I hope you enjoy her article, and she's going to have some wonderful business tips for us and how we can be a spiritual person running a spiritual business and actually be able to support ourselves with that. Wouldn't that be nice? All right. And so the next one is my good friend, my sister, my soul sister, Minnie Kansman. And she's been writing for us from the very beginning of the magazine back in 2013 under the Mystic Traveler section. And this month, she writes about the spiritual hibernation. And she was telling me that this article, she felt rather different about writing this particular piece. She was writing about spirituality and how we can use the energy of nature to go within and to use that to be able to help us to be able to be better balanced and really to go to search out within ourselves what we want to do in the coming months, right? And she has some wonderful pictures to go with it too. She really does. And she takes all of her own pictures. I would say about 98% of all of her articles has her own pictures in it. And this particular picture is also one that she's taken. And it's gorgeous for the spiritual hibernation. I hope you'll enjoy that article by Minnie Kansman. And then we have health and healing. Health and healing is a section that has two writers in it, and one of the writers is Nicole Fix. And Nicole writes from the emotional health perspective. And so, in this particular article, it really touched me because I've always had this affinity of the female aspect of the creator. Okay, and that is what Nicole is writing about this month. And the title of her article is The Feminine Shades of the Solstice. And I tell you, the feminine energy and how it came into Nicole's life and how she, from her perspective, feels about it and sees it. And really, and how it plays into the winter solstice, because it's the darker side of the year, right? Where we go within and working our way towards spring. And so it's a wonderful article, and I hope that you read it and you find your connection to the feminine aspect of the Creator, the feminine aspect of God. And I think you'll really like it. And I love the picture. This picture, what I found, I knew as soon as I saw it, this was Nicole's picture for her article, because to me, it really talks about that feminine aspect of the Creator and coming out of the cosmos, out of the stars. This next one is Chanuka, and this article is by Sharon Rosenblum, and it's about the holy day or holy season of Chanuka, or some people would know it as Hanukkah, or Hanukkah. And I tell you what, this article, Sharon is of the Jewish faith. And so she writes from that perspective, from her perspective of being a part of that belief system. And the picture that she uses for her article actually came from her son, Adam, took this picture. And the article itself really helps us, those of us who are not of the Jewish faith, to be able to understand what Hanukkah is about from a family perspective. Hi there. we got some people with us. Hi, thank you for joining me as I'm chatting about the December issue of Star Nations magazine. I appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this, whenever you do see it, even if it is the recorded show, that would be helpful, because the more people who know about the magazine the articles are all written from the contributing writers' hearts and their experiences, and they're very soulful articles. And so if somebody is on their spiritual journey, waking up to it or already woken to it, these articles can be very, very helpful, very helpful. So getting back to Chanuka, there is an audio clip that is connected to, embedded into the article for Sharon. And what she wanted to help us to understand and to hear and to really take it in is the one of the chants or the songs that they use for this time of year. The Hanukkah song, part of it. There's sections to it, and there's a clip. And I have to tell you that the woman, who is singing, doing the chant, is her beautiful voice. And when she says the word Elohim, you can feel it. And so I hope you take the time to listen to that audio clip in Sharon's article, Chanuka. Yeah. Hi, Judy. We're gonna show Judy's. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining us. She says, "I love your show. I have many ancestors who are Jewish German. Very interesting." Yes, it is. And, that's one of the things that we have both in the magazine and also our radio shows, I do believe, is that we really do try to encompass as much of the ancient information as we possibly can, coming from many different faiths and understandings of them. That old axiom, that old saying about there's many paths up the mountain, right? And there's so many, and we're not judging which one's right or more correct than the other. Their information is important for us to be able to have that platform for our writers and our show hosts to be able to impart that information so that you can discern for yourself if it's something that resonates with you and can help you on your spiritual journey as you're living your physical life here, right? Right. So we have a couple more articles to go through. This one is by Ortrun Franklin. And Ortrun's article is entitled "'Tis the Season." 'Tis the season. And of course, she's talking about Christmas, right? And she shares with us an excerpt of a book that she's been working on and is working on. It's one of her future books. And she tells us about, as a child, what it was like to spend Christmas as you're in flight from Eastern Germany into Western Germany during World War II, and what that was like as a child, spending Christmas not in your home, but in a place that is a shelter, really. And it's very heart touching, and it helps you understand from that perspective, what that would have been like, and maybe even what it's like for people today in, the 2000s. And we have a lot of people who are homeless and have lost their homes. And I'm also thinking about all those people out on the West Coast who have lost their homes to fires, or to those people in Puerto Rico and other states, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, those people who may have lost their homes due to hurricanes this past hurricane season. And so, in many ways, they may be experiencing something similar to what Ortrun is writing about. And of course, she shares with us one of her fabulous guided meditations. And so if you have a chance to be able to experience that meditation, I know you'll fall in love with it. She has this voice that helps with that guided meditation. And if you ever catch their show, The Mystery School, you'll know what I mean, because she'll sometimes they do meditations on their show as well. I'm going to give it solo, this page. And so she in her article, she's talking about the birth of Christ and the returning of the sun, right? And the Egyptian also perspective of it. And it's a very deep article, it really is. And she really lets you into her life. from a personal experience. And Judy, what else did you say here, Judy? Just want to make sure. And Judy says that that's why I love you. You bring all the religions together as one, the way it should be. Yeah, we really do try. It's a really conscious effort on our part, that we do really see the community as a whole, as one, and that's what we really try to do. All right, and the next one. This one is by Carla Jo Worth. She writes under her column, the section Sacred Feminine, and her column name is The Eclectic Pagan's Journey. And I tell you, when I found this picture for Carla Jo's article, it really, because what she talks about is fire at solstice. And in the ancient world, what that might have meant to them, that fire was actually also a form of safety, and lighting, the darker nights, longer nights in that season. And so when I found this picture, so many of us, so many people live in urban settings, metropolitan settings. And so for you to be able to get out and do a bonfire at solstice may not be doable. There you might have friends that live out in the country, and you can actually attend one out there, which is great. But a lot of times, we're in our homes, we're in the apartments, in our condos, celebrating solstice, and that you can use the return of the light and honoring the spirit of fire, even from your home, from your condo, by using candles. And so when I found this picture for Carla Jo's article, I think it really speaks to symbolically what she's writing about. And of course, Carla Jo, she is a wealth of information. And so she's sharing her knowledge, her what she's studied about the solstice and about the returning of the light from many different perspectives. And it's Carla Jo, she gives you all those little tidbits, and that's the name of that's how her email address is, Tidbits. She gives you all these little tidbits of nuggets of information that you think, oh, I didn't know that. That's why we do that now. Her article is filled with us. She really is. Okay, so those are the highlighted. I didn't give Carla Jo's article her solo. We got to do that. There we go. Carla Jo's article. Yeah, that candle, it does something, right? It does something. All right, so I'm going to get back to the cover, flipping through the pictures. There we go. And we're going to give the cover its solo again. Star Nations Magazine, December 2017, issue 55. Now, and I've said this a lot, is that the magazine is available as a digital. So you can use it. You can download the free app to your iPhone, your iPad, your Android mobile devices, and purchase the magazine. The magazine is $2.99 per issue. And by the way, you can always go back and get past issues if you don't have those. You can go back and order those as well. So there's the digital. And then we also have it available in print on demand. So if you like to hold your magazine in your hands to read, we also have that. If you like to read it from your computer, from your laptop, or basically any form computer, you can get it as a PDF. So you can read it anywhere with any device. And then we also have Web Viewer, which is, again, you can read it anywhere with any device because it's a web viewer. You'll have to download the MagCloud app for those, but it is available. So, and their app is free, and so you can get their the PDF and web viewer that way. And I'm going to put those links into the comments so that you have that in case you want to give the December issue as a present. It does take about 7 to 10 days for the print on demand our magazine to show up. Okay, so if you're meaning for it to be a Christmas gift for somebody or a holiday gift, you'll want to order that like soon. So I'll put those links in the comments so that we have those. You can always visit us at our website, and that is starnations.org. And we have the information about the magazine right there. And all you have to do is click on the button for the magazine, and you'll have all kinds of information. And helpful hints, too. And helpful hints. Yeah. I don't know. I just love being able to share with you guys the magazine. Hi, Jan. Hi, Jan. And Rob's with us, too. That's kind of nice. You guys joining up. So this is Monday night, December 11th night. I'm always, on shows right at nighttime. It's not night. It's in the middle of the afternoon. It's like 3:30 or 4 o'clock here in Toma. It's 4 p.m. in Toma. And, it's Monday. Have a great rest of the week. Hey, and don't forget, tomorrow, Tuesday mornings, big time at Star Nations. We have a lot of radio shows going on Tuesday mornings, especially tomorrow. We start out with Del Marie, Walk a Good Life. And then we go from Del Marie to from Star to Stone with Mervyn Kelly and Tracy Civic co-hosts. And then we have Dana Iwana Francisco, my business partner. And also we have after Dana comes Polly Joe LeBay with Chakra Sessions. Yay, those jam-packed Tuesday morning. And then in the evening, come back and join me at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And my guest this week on Star Nations Communications from Home is Mega Nudo. And we're going to be talking about Discovering Infinite Grace, her radio show, and also her contributing writing articles for the magazine. So join us tomorrow, Tuesday. It's a big day. And if you want to have the magazine, please order it and enjoy it. There's lots of stuff inside. Videos, articles, audio clips. Enjoy it. And enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your week. We'll catch you tomorrow, okay? Bama Mina. That's Potawatomi for until we see each other again. Love you guys.